Hey everybody, this is Andrew Nye. Welcome to my Adequate Men Talks. Now, the reality is we as men want to be macho or mighty or the warriors, the Braveheart style, gladiator, sword swinging, shaft, gun toting, Wolverine, anger ferocious, whatever. This is kind of the image of men, right? Well, I really wanted to begin this series because I feel like a lot of the time we miss out on how absolutely perfect we are right where we are. It doesn't matter if you've done something for a year or you're doing it for another 100. Whatever you've done or wherever you're going, wherever you come from, you're important and you're valuable. And so it's kind of what this series is about. I just want to kind of highlight somebody that I met this week and kind of give you a brief overview of some words of wisdom that they've shared. And then after sharing those words of wisdom, I'm going to go ahead and tell a quick story that I think kind of brings that whole point home. So his main focus is assume nothing. When it comes to anything in your life, don't be assumative. Don't assume what something means. Don't assume that somebody understands you. Communicate, slow down, be clear about it. So that's point number one. Assume nothing. Stay in your lane. Whatever it is that you're working on, whatever greatness you're going after, go after it. Don't get distracted. Don't get unfocused. Don't go swerving into the other person's lane while you're driving down the interstate. Just stay in your lane. Stay focused. Keep it simple. Treat everyone fairly. It's real easy to say, but a little harder to put into practice. When you treat everyone fairly, you find yourself faced with very uncomfortable situations, but stay in your lane and treat everyone fairly. You know what? You want to be like Mike? You want to be like Mike? You don't want to be like Mike? You don't want to work like Mike? Talking about Michael Jordan, his favorite line is, I've missed more shots than I've made. He's the first one there. He's the last one to leave. He busts his butt every day to be the champion that he is. And, and you can say what you want. He's retired. So what? He's still championing, right? He's still left a legacy. He's still left a story that everyone won't deny that Michael Jordan defined basketball during his reign in the 90s. There's something about him. It's pretty special stuff. But anyway, the focus is, in that scenario specifically, when you look at someone else's successes, focus on what they're doing to be successful. Practice that. Do that. Find what works for you and keep moving forward. Don't give up. And don't just sit by and hope that it's just going to happen to you. There's no fairy dust that falls down that says, yeah, you're like Mike. So there's this, and another point of wisdom is, there's this thing, Mr. or Mrs. Customer, it's called the LAW, the law. A lot of the time we get focused on what people are or aren't doing, and we miss out on the fact that there are laws that are in place for a reason to protect everybody involved. You're adequate the way you are. You don't have to go out and get a sword and go swinging it in a shopping mall to prove your point that you're a man. Just saying. And the last thing that he said that I found really, really valuable is, be an I dotter and a T crosser. And everything you're doing, do it with excellence, do it well, and you can be adequate where you are. You don't have to have $1 million in the bank. You don't have to have $0 in the bank. You don't have to have a full belly or an empty stomach. All of those things, wherever you are right now, know that you're powerful and you're good and you're adequate. And being adequate on some days is all that it takes. Just keep doing what you're doing. You're doing a great job. Look forward to seeing you again. I hope that you will subscribe to my channel and check in with whatever else may be going on. All right. Have a great one.